What's up guys, how are you? So today we have a very rainy, terrible day. Beginning of the day was nice and sunny, but now it has to turn out to be rain, a disaster. And it's windy and it's very rainy and it's cold. It's getting cold. It's, what is it, October right now? Yeah. So guys, let's talk about, because many of you probably wanna be a filmmaker.
How long have you started doing weddings here? We did weddings for about 11 years.
Photographer, I don't know, for a wedding, real estate, whatever. Case will be the wedding, because this is what I'm mostly doing right now. So I will walk you through some things that you should prepare, either for, this is like both for photographers and videographers. I am right now a videographer, much more than a photographer. Very rarely I'm doing wedding photography, only for friends mostly, or some kind of recommendations that I got. But overall, yeah, I'm doing films only. Yep, let me share some interesting information that I learned over the years, and trust me, those are crucial, because weddings look like this is like the same thing over and over again. There's nothing changing. That it's not true, trust me guys. Wedding is something that really every wedding, well, I remember when I was listening to the guys and they were saying that you know, each wedding is different. It is different schedule, different behavior, different things happen, different location, commuting from the place to place. So it's really something that is look the same, but is never the same thing. It kind of, you repeat the story, but every time is a different story. So it's like a holiday, but like every day is different. Every wedding day is different. So let me share some tips for you guys. Well, starting from the cameras, I would recommend you to have two cameras. One main camera, second doesn't necessarily have to be something high-end, but definitely it should be something on a really good level. So first camera will die, you can just jump to second one. But I have three cameras actually. The two cameras, mostly what I'm using is right now A7IV, and second is 6400. Why is that? Because mostly the main camera is like 80-90% of the shoots, even 95% of the footage I have from the many years. But overall I keep the second camera on the cheaper side, because well, once someone just dropped my camera and just I remember how pricey it was, so I don't want to repeat the mistake. That's why 6400 is a doesn't necessarily lack of any performance compared to A7IV. Of course, in this case, when I put it on the tripod, right, I just leave it over there. So yeah, cameras, it's better option to have two. Tripods, I recommend. Okay, next thing, tripods. So have like two tripods. You cameras have two tripods. Don't buy monopods, I don't like them. I try them always like in a case. It's always kind of like a case that I want to just leave the camera and go to check other camera, and I can't do this because you know, on a monopod but still it's not stable. So just use tripods, don't go with monopods. Yeah, and try to have those tripods kind of high. So for example, if you're doing like a shot from the distance, so you can like really have this camera really high behind the guest, standing guest, so you know you can reach. Batteries, well, for each of my camera I have 6, so mostly I use like 3-4 during the wedding day, but I have 6. Always I have charger with me. I have also charger plug to my car. Yeah, always charge my battery before wedding day, get them ready, never charge on the last minute. This is the worst thing you can actually do. Always have everything prepared before a wedding day, and do not do this on the wedding day itself. So like you are starting very morning and hey, I'm gonna charge everything and clean it. No, don't. get ready for that. So 6 batteries here, 6 batteries for a second camera. With 6400 I also have a grip, so I have like a 2 batteries inside, and I just can leave camera and just, you know, leave it there. Still, it's rolling all the time because you have 2 batteries. With the cards, right now I'm using 128 gigs for each wedding in slots. So of course A7IV has like a 2 slots, so I put 2 cards inside, but overall total 128 gigs is more than enough for me. But of course I have also other cards ready, 128. I have a 64 also, one I'm not using it, but like I have like extra card always for each of the cameras, so I don't have to worry about something. If something's happened, right, I can just, you know, change the camera, change the card, and that's basically it. Guy will give you also advice here, because sometimes when you buy a small card and the converter, your car can die. And once it's happened for me that my card kind of died, I was sure that it died, but I also know that those converters are very often tricky and they have some malfunctions. So I just switched they showed me like a error card error, but I just switched the controller and the converter from the other box, plug the same card, plug it in back to the camera, and was working without any problems. Clothes. Get well dressed. You don't have to be super fancy, just be clean, look nice, smell nice. Like really smell nice and look good, guys. As I said, like I prefer like a very natural toned down colors, like a black, gray, something darker. I have like a dark blue trousers, shirts with like a little dark dots, so it's nothing like punchy in the eyes. Try to stay being like invisible and elegance, you know, just look sleek, not like a bag of potato or something. I saw the guys like sometimes were dressing on a wedding day, it was like sandals. Don't do this, like be pro all the way. So yeah, just, you know, prepare those clothes day before, as everything nice, everything. Always have something. I always have like I don't have extra trousers, but mostly I have extra trousers with me all the time in my trunk, but I always have at least one extra shirt, elegant shirt, and like a v-neck t-shirt to just you know, in the case if I need more flexibility. And my clothes are very elastic. Trousers, t-shirt, everything is just stretchable. I'm not using the stiff, that, you know, t-shirt and trousers I can just, you know, move around. That's disaster. Have them. So this tripod, what I said, this is actually kind of advice for you. If you are doing like a ceremony, if you are doing speeches, whatever, like a longer shots, don't waste your energy to hold this camera, guys. Use tripod. It's just like an extra tip for you. Really, 2 cameras, 2 tripods, move them around is much easier than holding like 30 minutes stable this camera. I see that guys are very often doing the same thing. Oh my god, well, I read of this like a long time ago, but I see that guys are doing this. There's no reason for that. No reason for that. But I will create like a separate video about this. But overall, I'm telling you today, guys, is no reason to hold this camera. It's ridiculous. Use tripod. Well, microphones. So buy, guys, microphones. Well, I have like external TX650 and TX660. The newer version is like a pen that you can just quickly plug. I always have those with me. Like I give one to the Groom, one I stick onto the microphone itself, and I very often plug the external H4n Pro to the mixer and or to the speaker. So okay, let's talk about how I'm carrying my stuff. So this is important, guys. I retailer remember the big cameras, but right now, and this was disaster, it was terrible. But right now what I'm doing, I'm mostly carrying I have a case, like a larger case, plastic case, that I can travel with, but I also have a backpack, I also have a pouches, and I use pockets in my trousers. So when I just need my camera. I always take with me just trousers pocket, but if I need a lens or something, I take in my pouch. So I have like a lens and batteries over there. And yeah, this is something that is very important for me, to have like a equipment in a very small compact factor, and also, you know, just squeeze them in somewhere in a place that is comfortable for me, so I don't have to like carry the backpack all the time. I see that people are carrying those backpacks. It's crazy, it's uncomfortable. If you don't have to, just take whatever you need and just go. Use the accessible tools, like I said, pocket or like pouch or small backpacks, or some kind of little bags, to just, you know, feel comfortable and move around quickly, and you know, don't feel exhausted because you have no like and with the cards, I forgot to mention, with the cards, when you use the cards, try to erase them before a wedding day. Don't be a dude who has like 40% of the card taken by like other shots from somewhere else. Just be a dude who is prepared that if you know that you're gonna record 2 hours, some things can happen that you're gonna have to record like 3 hours or 4 hours. So just be ready for this, so you don't have to like losing a time or losing your footage because you are not prepared for that. Okay, next is communication, guys. Communicate with photographer. If you are videographer, communicate with photographer, and your photographer, communicate with videographer, and also communicate with the DJ. For example, if you are videographer, you need to communicate with the DJ because you need this audio. So sometimes you have to plug those microphones or turn them on or something. Just let DJ know that any event that's gonna happen, you have to know about this, and he should let you know at least this. So food, very important is food, guys. So eat something before you move out from home. Eat something based on bread. This is something that I recommend. I always eat what I'm getting out. I'm always like you know, full. I eat everything, and like eat like a bagels, some kind of toast, whatever. Of course, meat, ton of meat, some kind of veggies, or all kind of stuff that will give me like a boost of energy. And you prefer to eat bread, I think it's much better for you, because it's gonna, whatever fluid you're gonna drink, it's gonna like sink it very easily. You're not gonna have to like pee in every 20 minutes. I remember like one groom, during the wedding day, we were like 20 minutes just looking for the restroom for him, that he hold all these 20 minutes. No, and also if you wanna poop, just poop before wedding. You wanna control the poop, you don't want problems. So yeah, and I always take with me some bars, like bars that where is like cash-ups and oats, chocolates, whatever, just some kind of chocolate with the boosting like energy carbs. And this is something that I really always have with me, bottle of water or 2 bottles of waters, because very often like bride doesn't have the water, so I have to give. That's true, that's really true. So have always something to eat. Never have like a whole bag with the equipment. I have a cameras, 2 cameras, lenses, or Microsoft, everything, and every around this I have a like you know, protein bars. And that's basically it, guys. Don't forget also to fuel up the car. This is really important, so you don't have to like stop somewhere and waste time, or forget to fuel the car and you're getting, because it's also can happen, and you know, getting to the location, you see you are doing ceremony, you're getting out, and you see that you don't have enough fuel to get to the another like location for photo session or something, and you know, you have to fuel the car, no gas station close to you. Just don't do this. Be ready like day before. Like for this day, wedding day, you should just check your equipment and dress up and just get out from home. You just should think about wedding itself. That's basically it. And one more thing, guys, if you are bald like me, as you see, I am bald. So if you are bald, always have some kind of hat with you. I had the one moment in my life when I was literally shaking on my wedding, not on my wedding, but a couple wedding, but I was shaking because really well, I get overheat, my head go overheat, and I was like 3 hours outside and my head just all get overheat. As nothing happened to me, but yeah, during the whole night I was just shaking all the time, and I had it like 3 times or 4 times in my life. So just be sure, if you don't have a hair, well, it's nice because you don't have to care too much about the hair, but in other case, you see, it's easy to get cold, and well, you know, fish cover. Try to have something nice. I have like a black hat with a little logo on the front, very elegant. One is from the leather, and second is like a synthetic, very nice. A little bit of the so that's it, guys. So I hope that I give you a little of. So imagine, guys, be prepared for everything. Like, imagine the situation like you have recording the ceremony and you just have a camera, and now your camera is dying and you don't have this battery here in your pocket, like, or you don't have this extra lens that is necessary to take like a longer shot. So just be prepared for everything. Like, really, you have to think about this, because weddings are really, that's crazy. Sometimes you just need, like, I don't know, one lens, 50 mil, and you're gonna do everything, wide shot, medium shots, close shot, and you can do whole wedding. But sometimes it's just so crazy about, like, you need so many batteries and you need lenses changing all the time. Just always something's happen. Like, sometimes you've even using 12 to 24, this lens what I'm using for real estate. Like, I need like this 14 mil, like not 12 but like 14. Mostly I'm going very, very wide because it's something, I am in a location that it's so narrow that like 40. Wow, yeah, I use mostly wide lenses because, you know, with videography you need like a wider shots compared to like photography. And yeah, one like a 28-75 is more than enough. If you have one. So after, because I always review the timeline and I always expect timeline, this is literally mandatory to have a timeline sent like 2-3 weeks before a wedding day, and even before I have a like sending agreement. I have in my agreement some questions about the you know, this what's gonna time and then send it over to me. I always give people some kind of advice. I know like how many time I literally am going on a Google checking how much time will take me to session. So, you know, if they send you timeline, be sure that you check everything and you are sure that you have time to just, you know, park and move around, you know, get back to your car. You really need a lot of time to move your gears around, so be prepared for that. Time manner here is super important in this busy like the moments. Like I like Chicago, but well, when I get a wedding from Chicago, I always worry how it's gonna pan out. So just be prepared of that, be aware of that, that you have to give couples some advices. Sometimes they have like a huge break between the ceremony and the venue. So, you know, this is cool, but like some weddings are so busy that you really have to manage everything on your own, and you have to give them some advices and tell them, hey, probably I'm not gonna be able to make it, or how I gonna move from this location to this location, right? So just be prepared. Sometimes it's good to have any kind of assistant or someone who will just for that, because really even a park car in Chicago is a complete madness sometimes. So you just be aware of that, and give if you can, if you know how to, but like you should know, you should predict something. So just give couple of heads up what we can change, how we can do differently, or what we really don't have a time for. Because yeah, sometimes I'm saying couple, hey, you have like an hour, you want to get to Chicago, take so much shot and a few shots, but I say, look, I think that 1 hour there and come back in from the, so just. So yeah, that's it, guys. Like and subscribe, stay with me. I hope it's gonna help you, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Links to our equipment, of course, down below. This what I'm using, exactly this what I'm using, every bag, every microphone, batteries, chargers, cameras, so everything what I'm using is gonna be linked down below. So enjoy and be ready, really, you don't want to mess it up. Like and subscribe. Bye.
Like and subscribe.